We up here at the peaceful protest for Floyd. Got some amazing kids out here. Teenagers, man, out here killing it early in the night. We about to be out here all night.
Don't shoot! Don't shoot! Don't shoot! I can't breathe! Can't breathe! I can't breathe! I can't breathe! I can't breathe! I can't!
Damn.
That building? Yeah, see something on this side.
Someone has come out. It doesn't happen by standing around.
We gotta stand together if we want to rise together. That's what we do. Black lives matter! Black lives matter! Black lives matter! People trying to change us. But you know what? Today we make history. I stand with all of you.
Hell
right
yeah.
here. Whatever happens,
I fuck with it, man.
together.
Oh man, look at them niggas up on the roof, nigga. Oh my god, are you serious? That's fucking wild,
Don't shoot! Don't shoot! Don't shoot! Don't shoot! Don't shoot!
And why? Because he was arrested for fraud? Should I give him a license to kill him? No. A police officer's badge does not give you the right for any power of authority to hold and protect the law. That's your job.
I honestly haven't seen that in the police department ever. So, I mean, I know that a lot of people are like, they just did that because they were scared, but it's a baby step in the right direction. You know what I'm saying? It's a baby step. So.
Here, showing them not all Boogaloo boys are bad. Most of them is good, actually.
white supremacy, what?
Yeah, shit. I try to photobomb like that.
Because there is this idea that it's a surprise that black people, that brown people are educated and articulate. Why wouldn't we be just as articulate as Caucasian? I don't understand why that was even said. I will be calling her, I will be following up on that. The other thing she said to me was she had asked for an elected official, or I had asked for an elected official.
Who all heard of the red summer of 1919 while they were in school? 5 hands. All right. Who all heard of Elaine, Arkansas when they were in school? Nobody? That's why people are upset. Elaine, Arkansas, 1919. Soldiers coming home from war. They were sharecroppers, still working on plantation owners' land. Still, even when they was free. They was getting screwed on their cotton prices. So 4 of them, with a few protections, people protecting them outside of a little church, met together to discuss what they were going to do, how they were going to get the prices down, what they were going to do to get those sharecroppers to stop screwing them so hard. When 2 white men from town drove out to that church and saw that they was beaten up and saw that there were armed black men on the porch of the church. Now keep in mind, this is 1919. They needed to be armed. Shots were fired. To this day, nobody's really sure who shot the first shot, but I think we probably have an idea. Yeah. After those shots were fired, the only person who was hurt was one of the white men in the truck that had come out there. They went back to town and told everybody, the newspapers, everybody, black insurrection. Do you all know what insurrection is? That's an uprising. That's a revolt. They said there was black insurrection taking place. They went all across Phillips County. It's down in the Delta. Look it up. They killed 200 plus black people that day. 200 black people in this state. And ain't never single one of us heard about it in our textbooks. That's how systematic this shit is. They don't want you to know the untold history of this country. They don't want you to know about Black Wall Street over in Tulsa.
That's right.
They don't want you to know about the Red Summer in 1919, which was when soldiers came home from fighting for our country. They fought for us in World War I. Came home just to get killed and hung in their own towns for looking at somebody the wrong way, for stepping in the elevator with somebody they weren't supposed to. That shit still happens today, every day. And for those of us who grew up around here, we've seen it. We've seen our friends that are of color have to turn the other cheek when somebody says some little off comment. We've seen it, every single one of you. So that's why when she says we ain't making noise, that's why we're out here making noise, because y'all ain't listening yet.
That's what he said, the same thing. He was like, it's Xbox.
Bro, I'm going through my playbook. What you mean? Trick plays. Hey, do that little dumb shit you was doing. Do that little dumb shit. Look, I'm floating with him.
Are you?
What?
I'm scoring with him. Look, do that little dumb shit you was doing. I'm doing that dumb shit all day, bro. I'm gonna get the ball back in 42 seconds too. Give me that Julio. Give me that Julio. Give me that Julio. Yeah, bullshit.
Don't shoot! Don't shoot! Don't shoot!
I love seeing everybody out here standing together. I love how our voices are being heard, and at the same time we are being nonviolent. It's easy when you black to look at somebody white to hate them for something, and it's easy when you white to look at somebody black and just feel empathy or sympathy, if you will. But I want to say, we looking and we mad at the wrong people. We got to come together and look. It's our government. Our government's doing this to us. Y'all said that setup happened. Y'all was here. Y'all said that setup happened. That setup was a thing. That's the thing. They want to break us. They want us to fold. They want us to be violent. But y'all got to understand, we can come together. We can be peaceful. And you got to understand the big goal. We don't want to see them come in and take over. We can take care of our communities, but we got to come together. We don't got to riot and be violent. We can come together and find a cause. We can find a way to hear each other together to fight against what it is that we really want to see. We mad at the police. We mad at everybody, but what about ourselves? I should be able to look at you and hold you accountable as my brother, to know that at every moment you feel my pain. Rather, you not in my shoes, but you see what I'm going through. And I should be able to look at you, and I don't know what you're going through, but I can feel it just by what you carry. Hispanics, Asians, whites, listen. This is about black lives. It is. I want y'all to know this is because we have suffered. My people have suffered. This is hard. But it takes for all of us to come together to fight against the real motherfucker that we need to be fighting against. Because at the end of the day, we're not going to get it done by ourselves.
There's still a man with a knee on his neck. He had already taken his last breaths. By this point, he had already been unresponsive. By this point, the medical team was there begging the officer to get up. The bystanders were begging the officer to get up, and not one of the other officers stood in the gap for that man and said, hey man, that's enough. We need you guys to police each other. Your cops know who the racist cops are. Call them out. Chief, get rid of them.
Yes, sir.
Give me that.
I know.
Like someone else from what? Looking at the camera like I'm Mr. White.
Shorty, 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 shorty.
He said you want to battle. I said no. Your sister's trying to write a song. Hold
You
on.
always talking shit.
Facts, but I wasn't just mad. But I wasn't just mad. It's not like I'm off on the wall, nigga. If a nigga got a problem with me, nigga, I'ma clean up at all costs, nigga, blow his head out.
I be riding, nigga. A lot of niggas, they be low key, trying to take my hand, they can hide, nigga. I dare a nigga.
A riot is the language of the unheard.
You ain't gon' listen, we gon' burn the shit down.